Do we do warm-ups for golf?
Yeah, we do. We do, but we don't need it for the intro.
Okay, not for the intro.
Okay, I need to go.
Attention. This is a kind of golf top. Ready?
Yeah. Welcome back to On the Road with Iona. Today we have a VIP on the channel, Chessie King. Welcome to On the Road.
Thank you. I'm honoured to be here.
And we are going to tell you about what we're up to because we've hatched a little plan, haven't we?
Yes, it's a little surprise, a little secret.
Yeah.
So I've been with Matt, my husband, for 9 years.
Okay.
Well, nearly 9. And we have a daughter, Aurelia, who's 3, and Matt's trying to get her into golf. And I thought it's only fair if her mum steps up. He has no idea. He may think I'm cheating on him, but with the game of golf, he cheats on me regularly with golf. So, and he spends so many hours on the course that I think if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah. So we met at an event a couple of months ago and we realised that there was a great opportunity here to secretly teach Chessie how to play golf. Well, you do know how to play a little bit, so sharpen the skills. And in episode 3 of 3, we are going to surprise?
A surprise?
We are going to surprise Matt on the tee because what we're going to do is I'm going to invite Matt to play golf on the channel as a guest. A guest, yeah, in his own right onto the channel. Little does he know, Chessie is going to arrive on the first tee as well. So this is a 3-part series. This is episode 1 and we're going to see what skills Chessie can bring to the table. Let's go. First stop, the range. It's this way. This way, to the range. I would just like to say a huge thank you to Dean in Royal Surrey for letting us come here today. Dino, what exactly did you say to Matt this morning?
I'm not very good at lying. My poker face is terrible.
Okay.
So I said we were meeting for coffee in Richmond, which is not a lie. Bye.
What are you doing?
Love you. But I dropped Aurelia off at school this morning and she said, Mummy, what are you doing today? And I went, little surprise. She went, can I come on the surprise?
Oh, say hello to your equipment.
So professional.
Yeah.
It's like a pram, but for golf clubs.
It is like a pram, so just much, well.
And what do you put in here? Like your bag, your little snacks?
Yeah, get your snacks in there, get your bag in there. And Dean has very kindly set some Titleist clubs up here for us.
Wow, what a guy.
And they've got a regular graphite shaft in them, which I think is going to be a really nice place to start. So what golf have you played, Chessie?
Mini golf.
Mini golf?
Mini.
Okay. What we hope in this series is that other women out there will see, you know, you have a young baby, you've got a 3-year-old. Sometimes it's just nothing better than finding an hour in the day where you can come to a driving range or go onto the chipping green, or if you're lucky to play a couple holes of golf and just enjoy the fresh air.
Absolutely.
Because getting outside is so good for your health, mentally most importantly, I'd say.
And the community, like I've already seen,
How
like,
nice.
everyone just says hi to each other and I love that,
Yeah.
especially in London.
Yeah.
This one was probably good, wasn't it? Oh.
Oh my God, I just hold it.
No, are you joking?
I didn't know there was a hole out there, Dean. Do you know what the number is all about?
No, absolutely no idea. I know that there's a driver,
Yep.
a putter and a chipper.
Brilliant.
And there's woods and irons.
Fantastic.
That's all I know.
That's pretty good. So we got the woods up the top, we
And
got
there's
the
hats.
irons in the middle,
Yeah.
and we got the wedges and the putter at the bottom. Which
Okay.
one of these is the wedge? This is turning into a quiz.
This one.
Perfect. Do
It's got
you see any other
the
wedges in here?
sole. Yeah, this is a wedge.
Yeah, nice.
Just
That's
that?
it. Yeah, well
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
So we've got all these different numbers, and basically the lower the number, the lower the loft.
Ah.
So a 9-iron has got the most loft because it's number 9.
Okay.
Then it goes 8, 7, 6 and 5 has got the lowest loft. So it's going to go the furthest.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you to start by hitting a couple of shots with the club that comes after the 9. So it goes all the way down to 9 and it goes to P. What do you think the P is?
Putt.
No. Guess again.
Performance. Power.
Yes, all of these things. But in this case, it often stands for pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
All right.
Okay.
We'll start with the pitching wedge. When it comes to golf, and obviously we're doing a crash course here with Chessie, okay?
Very crash.
Golf is a lifelong journey of learning. She's going in.
Like that?
That's kind of good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't I tie my hair up? Okay. If it goes wrong, it's my hair.
Okay. Definitely the hair.
It was there, wasn't it?
The hair, yeah. Okay.
It's just not working.
It's not quite working. Golf is a wonderful game and it's going to be part of your life forever. And you're going to be able to enjoy it with your husband and your daughter for the rest of your life, and your dad and anyone else, and we will enjoy it together.
Yes.
We need to get the fundamentals right. Like anything in life, we have what we call the fundamentals, the non-negotiables, and we must get them right. And it doesn't matter how good you get at this game, we will always come back to the same things. So if I took you right now and said, come on, Chessie, let's go down and watch the BMW PGA Championship at Wentworth, we'd go onto the range and we would see all of the professionals, Rory McIlroy, Thomas Dietrich, Nicholas Højgaard, whoever it was, we would see them working on what I'm about to teach you today. Okay? So we're going to keep things really simple. It's a relationship between our body and the club. Okay? And for that reason, the one and only connection we have with the club is the grip. So for you, I would really recommend the overlapping grip. Okay? And I feel like with women, like you can see, you've got lovely jewellery and things on. Sometimes when we over interlock, you can get this like kind of awkward rubbing.
Yeah.
And the whole point about the grip is we want our hands to act as one. We're trying to connect the grip and our two hands to make them become one unit. What happens is we grip our club in our fingers. So unlike tennis or maybe other racket sports you play where you grip it in the palm, we actually have to grip the golf club in our fingers, and we wrap the palm over the top, and we grip it in the fingers and we wrap over the top. Our next fundamental in golf is the setup. So the first thing we need to know is the distance from the ball. Looked like when you first started you were a little bit too far away.
Yeah.
So the way that we do that is it's a really good way to cheat how to get the correct distance from the ball. So we tip from the hip when we set up. And from there, I'm just going to drop the club and see if it sits halfway on my thigh.
Oh, fingers, then palm over.
So I'd always start with put the left one on first.
Right, okay, that's
okay, we
good
want
to
to
know.
be an inch down from the top. So
In the fingers. Right.
Hang on, let's get the club face square. Okay, in the fingers, yep. Now let's keep your grip on. Nice, this is a really good looking grip. Okay, we've got a nice little overlap.
I feel like they're not my hands.
I know, they will feel like that. Okay. Loose, no, okay.
Oh no, not the grip.
Right, here's a really important point, okay? What Chessie did there was, she took her grip, bless her, but the club face was like that.
Yeah.
The club face has got a natural resting position.
Ah, resting bitch face.
Yeah, resting bitch face. That's the resting bitch face for the club, okay? That's unhappy, that's unhappy.
Yeah.
So we want nice resting face, and what we're gonna do is, when you come in to play golf from now on, I want you to lay the club on the ground to get it in a neutral position.
Lay it.
And now take your grip.
Now take my grip. So the left hand is going first.
Perfect.
And the thumb is pointing down.
Yep.
That's going to overlap with the fingers down. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
just
girl.
love being taught.
Great thing is you can practice this on your toothbrush. You can practice it on anything.
How big's your toothbrush?
Well, right.
Well, just about weight. Am I just equal balance?
Equal weight.
Okay, perfect.
Great question. Your feet look a little bit narrow. They need to be a little bit wider. And
How's
the ball is in the middle of your stance, which is perfect.
Okay, that's nice. Okay.
Okay.
And arms straight. Doesn't even
nice
matter.
And relaxed.
Oh, nice relaxed. They're very stiff at the moment.
We call it a nice. We call it
relaxed.
natural relaxed arm hang.
Okay.
Okay.
Natural.
I think you could stand a fraction closer.
Okay.
Because you're tall.
Yeah.
Straighten your knees a little bit.
Straighten.
That's better.
Okay. Tip from the head. Straighten the knees. Relax. Arm hang, and we're off.
Yes. Okay, good. Let's do a few more.
Yeah, I'm not going to let go of this grip because this grip is gripping. Tip from the hip, halfway, and then we go left hand down. Then we go right hand, and then we go. There's no ball.
That's really good. You're a quick learner. If you manage to move this tee out of this mat, I'll give you £10.
I need that. Okay.
Tenner.
Ready?
Straight up.
A tenner. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh my God. What's that mean?
Motivated by money.
Sorry. Boss man.
I'm really proud of you.
God,
that was amazing.
Do you know what goes through my head? I wish Matt could have seen that.
So what we don't want to see is this.
Ah, okay.
Which would be a natural thing to do because you think maybe if I do that, it's going to help it get in the air. But actually we want a slightly forward lean.
Okay.
All right, just
amazing.
a little bit.
Nice, thank you. Sit up, sit up.
I love what I'm seeing. This is great.
Okay.
Oh, that is so good. Yes. Chessie, that is so good.
Thank you.
It's got a beautiful little shape on it from right to left.
What kind of shape?
Do you know what we call that? You see how the ball it started out on the right and it curved back?
Yeah.
Do you know what we call that?
Little sneaky ball. I don't know, a little sneaky something. What is it called?
We call it a draw.
A draw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if the ball started on the left and it curved back to the right, do you know what we would call that?
An undraw.
Like that. We should call it an undraw. We call it a fade.
Bit skewy.
I've just realised I haven't given you a glove.
Oh, that's it. That's the problem. Oh, yeah.
Right, pop that club away.
Okay.
Get the 7-iron. I'm going to hit one with the 7.
She's testing me here.
Yes, Chessie.
That was a real draw, wasn't it?
That had a real draw.
Had a real draw to it.
But
oh,
it was a good strike.
Okay.
You know, you got the ball,
Uh-huh.
and the reason it went left is because the club face, like tennis, okay, the club face closed.
Ah, okay.
So if we hit a shot and we close down the club face, it's going to go left.
Uh-huh.
If we hit a shot and we accidentally leave the club face open, it's just like tennis or squash or paddle. That is the racket.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're going to hit a slice, we leave the club face open. If we're going to hit it left, we accidentally shut the club face down.
Okay.
We're going to finish this part of this session because we've covered a lot today with the big dog,
Woo.
the driver.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I want you to
Hey,
talk to
buddy.
me. I want you to talk to me about your first impressions of this club. What do you think it does? How's it going to be part of this whole journey?
Okay, it's going to get us far. We're playing the long game.
Yes.
My language is going to evolve over time.
Yep. It's probably the only club in the bag that we don't hit down on. We're actually not hitting down on this shot. And because of that, we use this guy. What's this called?
A big T.
Big T.
Big T.
The way I always like to teach people to hit the driver, and this is how I learned, and it was incredibly helpful. Golf's just a bizarre game because you've got a ball on the ground, you're trying to get it over there, and you're swinging up and down. It's really weird. I like to think of the driver like baseball. Okay, so you watched any baseball in your time?
Yeah.
So they're up here, aren't they, with the baseball, and they swing around their body like that, and then they let rip into the field. Mm-hmm. So they got the pitcher out there, the pitcher's throwing the ball, they're standing like this, something like this. They get ready to hit it, and they hit it like that. So it's this around the body motion.
Okay.
What they're not doing is standing like that and going
Up, down. Yeah.
Okay? They're swinging around their body. It's a rotation. And golf is very, very similar to baseball. So what we do is, rather than swinging around our body there, we've got to think about that motion and just take it down like that. So now we've got this tip in the hip, and although the club's on the ground, I'm still thinking of a round and a round, okay? And I'm just going to clip this ball off the tee. That's what I'm going to do.
Of course you are.
All right? So I come in behind the ball, and I go around, and off she goes.
That's gone past the driving range.
I'm not going to hit another one. But,
you're incredible.
Well, no, it's just that.
Oh well,
it was just a little shot because you don't need to try and like overpower. Of course, you can hit it really
little
hard.
shot. She literally just touched the airplane in the sky there.
Okay.
It's shattered a window.
Shattered the window.
Wow. Okay.
Came down with an in-flight meal.
Wow.
Right. Really good. Yeah. See how your hips are opening, but your shoulders are turning.
Yeah.
Your hands are kind of coming up at this sort of awkward angle to relax them down a little bit. All right. Stand a little bit further away.
Yeah.
And your feet a bit wider. Okay, now move your feet this way. Good. So this ball should be in line with just the inside step of this foot.
Okay, brilliant.
So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like that. Now you're going to take it away And I want you to, when you come back, I want you to still think about hitting that tee.
Okay.
Right? And that's going to help us to hit up on it.
Okay.
So it's like a nice baseball swing. Nearly.
All of that worked.
Stand just half an inch further away. And relax. You remember how I was saying your arm
Yeah,
was sticking
relax.
up? Relax.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, that's better. That's really good. Hit the tee. Nice. Really good. Well done. It went forward. It had momentum. How was that in your hands?
Yeah, great. Do you not get sore fingers?
Give me 5.
Was that it?
That's
oh my
it.
God, thank you.
Okay, but we need to go and do a little, just talk a little bit about putting
And homework.
and homework, and then we're gonna see you in episode 2.
Woohoo!
Let's putt for a little bit.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So does it have brakes? Oh, it does
No.
have brakes.
It does look great, yeah. Yeah, well done.
Wow, it's literally my pram.
Welcome to the putting green.
Thank you.
This is where we putt.
Yeah.
The hard work is done. You've hit a couple of beautiful shots and you've landed on the green.
Perfect.
And now we've got to get the ball home. All right, this is the last bit of the journey from tee to green. What we're going to do, rather than the full swing where we were having like this big rotational movement, we are quietening down the body and we are locking in the triangle with our arms and our shoulders, and we are feeling finesse in the hands.
Okay.
All right, this is a delicate part of the game that requires touch, creativity and vision. But we don't need the lower body anymore. So from the hips down, we want to feel like when we set up, we've got the ball in the middle of our stance. From our hips down, it's made of concrete and it's locked in.
So
And it's
foundations.
exactly, it's the foundations. And my head is going to remain very, very still for putting. But most importantly, I'm creating a triangle. Now, the grip can be all sorts of things. We've got people that putt traditionally right below left. We've got people that putt left below right. I use what's called a claw grip. For you, I'm going to start you just right below left, which is where most golfers start. And then you can decide over time how you want to hold it. But for now, right below left. And from there, we're just rocking the triangle. Okay, so getting that triangle locked in. Look how still my lower body is.
It's not moving.
It's not moving. So we can use these 2 hickory sticks for ball position like that. We want it to be in the middle of the stance.
Yeah.
So we can use the hickory stick to make sure it's equidistant either side of the pole. But I think you've got a pretty good eye for that just now. But this is more about how to aim at something. And you asked me that a few minutes ago and I thought it was a really good question. We have in golf what's called the target line. Okay,
Yeah.
so that we know that, let's say this is the ball, that's the hole. This line here from the ball to the hole is what we call the target line. Okay, now when we set up in golf, this is for the long game as well, by the way, but I'm going to use the putting to explain it to you. We want to create a parallel line, we call them train tracks, with our toes that's running parallel to the target line.
Okay.
So I know that that's where I'm trying to get the ball. So I need to imagine an imaginary line like that, and I'm going to set my feet up parallel to that line. And then I'm going to make sure that my knees, my hips, and my shoulders are also parallel to that line. If that was the target line and my feet were aiming like that, what do you think would happen?
Let's go to the left.
Exactly. And then vice versa like that.
To the right.
Now, if I set up and that was the target line, my feet were parallel to the target line, but my hips and my upper body were all a bit skew-if, what do you think is going to happen?
Get sore hips.
Yeah. You get sore hips and everything's a bit wonky.
Oh, wow. It's got such a different feel to it.
It does, doesn't it? Here's your triangle, boom, boom.
Yeah.
James might want to get some like graphics on that,
Some
like
boom,
a
boom.
triangle graphic.
Yeah, go on, give me a triangle.
And then the only
then
thing
just-
we're trying to do is just hit it out the middle of the putter and that's it. Nice little
Rock.
rock of the triangle.
Rock.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, go on.
Oh my God. No, imagine. Why does the golfer wear 2 pairs of trousers?
Don't know.
In case he gets a hole in one. Have you never heard that before? Have you not?
I don't know how, no.
It's one of my favourite
It's-
jokes. My second favourite is, what bees produce milk?
Milk bees?
Boobies.
Oh, nice. What we want is a little bit more stability in the wrists.
Okay.
Got to keep them kind of like, they need to feel kind of firm. So it's kind of like locked in. And then, so when the whole triangle moves, the whole triangle moves. So we don't want any of like this.
Okay.
We want nice firm.
Triangle and this.
So they're like one unit.
Unit.
Yeah.
Tick tock. Oh God, she goes.
Okay.
I forget that it's only a light touch.
Just there. So one
Just
thing
there.
about that was, right?
Yeah.
The key thing with putting is the longer the backswing,
Yeah.
the further the ball's going to go.
Okay, so we
if
just
have
go little,
little, then it'll
Little.
go little.
Yeah.
If we were putting to that far away flag, then you'd want a bit more like that.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, come on, show me the grandfather. Tick-tock. That was a really nice putt.
Is that a nice tick-tock, but just not the right
You shut the
tick-tocker?
club face down so it went a
Okay.
bit left.
No.
That's it, tick-tock. That's good, it's really good.
Oh, that fourth one saved me. Thank you.
Go on the golfer. You've done so well.
Thank you so much. Best teacher in the world.
Oh, I've loved it. I
You are
absolutely
amazing.
love bringing anyone, men and women, young and old, into the game of golf. And today, March the 14th, golf has a new player on its hands in Chessie King.
Here she is.
Chessie, you have done so well.
Thank
We really
you.
hope you've enjoyed episode 1. We have 2 more to go. On the second episode, we're getting Chessie onto the course. And in episode 3 is where Matt will get a big surprise. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.